Without the skill and dedicated efforts of the maintenance department, these missions would literally never get off the ground. For the C-130 Hercules, maintenance shops are an intricate part in keeping them flying. Maintenance personnel endured temperatures well below freezing, as well as harsh winds and blowing snow to compromise work efforts. Even under these trying conditions, constant effort is needed to upkeep the aircraft at peak operational readiness. At the center of all maintenance operations is maintenance control. Their job is to oversee and coordinate all maintenance done to each aircraft. If there are any discrepancies, they are reported to the Maintenance Control Office to assess the situation and take the appropriate measures of ensuring those discrepancies are properly corrected. Together with maintenance administration, all work is done in the logically correct order, assuring that every detail is accounted for with the proper paperwork, backing up every aspect of the maintenance performed on an aircraft. As the name implies, quality assurance assures the work performed on the aircraft is done by the book in order to maintain safety and correctness. The people of the Quality Assurance Shop ensure that all shops are current with books, binders, and information pertaining to all work they do. To determine compliance, Quality Assurance periodically performs audits on the individual work centers to monitor the work being done and that it is indeed up to the very high standards of the Navy. With a direct reporting to Lockheed, a civilian technical representative is assigned to the squadron, keeping our maintenance up to date and accurate. Specifically, one of the most enduring labors on the icy continent is working with the engines. This aspect of maintenance is performed by the power plant shop. Anytime there is a problem with the engines, props, gas turbine compressors, oil or fuel systems, they are the ones to call to get the job done. Even when there is no particular problem, power plants will perform daily inspections to ensure operational readiness of these systems. During this season, the power plant shop performed 4 engine changes, 9 propeller changes, and 1 gas turbine compressor change, as well as assisting the airframe shop with the repetitive task of window changes and other jobs. For upkeep of the structural integrity of the C-130, the airframe shop is always ready. Even though most of their time is utilized in preventative maintenance and the performing of daily inspections, many circumstances will arise that require the immediate attention of the squadron's airframe specialist. During the past Operation Deep Freeze deployment, the airframe shop completed 4 nose ski changes and 1 main ski change. The extreme temperature changes that the Hercs go through in flight were responsible for 18 windows which needed replacing. With the unfortunate setback of X-Ray Delta 06's crash landing, airframes had their hands full. In a 2.5-week period, airframes devoted more than 250 man-hours assisting in the repair and maintenance of the aircraft. As a shop, airframes greatly exceeded their expectations. At the beginning of deployment, only 3 of 14 personnel were qualified with ice maintenance procedures. After many days and long hours of the best on-hand training in the world, all 14 of the personnel were qualified by the end of deployment. The people working in the avionics shop maintain all airborne communications and navigational aids for the LC-130 aircraft. The communication equipment consists mostly of high-frequency radios, which are used for long-distance communications between McMurdo Station and the outlying field camps. The navigational aids, primarily radar, are used most frequently for flying approaches during adverse weather conditions and are a vital part of the work these people perform. The aviation electricians of VXE-6 definitely earn their pay, as working with the wiring and associated components on the aircraft often require the removal of their gloves and exposing their fingers and hands to sub-zero temperatures. The electricians are responsible for the maintenance and calibration of aircraft electrical and electronic systems, such as flight instruments, aircraft generators, compass and associated navigational systems, fuel quantity indicating systems, and aircraft lighting, just to name a few. Since almost all of the systems on the aircraft require electrical power to operate, the aviation electricians of VXE-6 have a hand in almost every job required on the aircraft. The AMEs are responsible for many aspects of the LC-130's operation and safety. They are tasked to properly service the oxygen system to the correct pressurization and to maintain the pressure of the C-130's air conditioning system so the aircrew stay as comfortable as possible during their flights. They are also responsible for the removal and installation of all aircraft life rafts, as well as the inspection and service of all aircraft fire extinguishers and emergency exit lights. In charge of all aviation life support systems, to both the Hercules and the Helos, the parachute riggers test, check, and repair all systems of the aircraft life support system. Referred to as an aircraft survival equipment crewman, the rigger must be the proverbial jack of all trades. They are mechanics, electricians, tailors, pyrotechnicians, material specialists, shopkeepers, and sometimes diplomats. Responsible for the upkeep of all personal flight equipment for 143 Squadron Air Crewmen, the PRs ensure aircraft safety and peace of mind that all of their equipment is prepared properly and will guarantee their personal safety.
Stop, Daddy!
The Ground Support Equipment Branch is an integral part of the VXE-6 aviation. Their motto is, no air support without ground support, which is truly evident in the squadron's ongoing mission. The people of GSE are multi-talented technicians who perform maintenance and troubleshooting on electrical power units, gas turbine compressors, diesel and gasoline engines, as well as hydraulic and cryogenic equipment. Their job is an aircraft maintenance stop. The people of the GSE shop are preparing the gear for the next wave of operations. Usually, the first to arrive to the ice and the last to leave are the people of the Line Division, more commonly known as the Line Dogs. The Line Division is primarily responsible for the launching and recovery of the aircraft. They operate and maintain the ground support equipment, obtain fuel samples from all the aircraft, and assist other work centers in daily inspections. The LC-130 Loadmasters oversee the responsibilities on the aircraft cargo deck. They operate the aircraft dual-rail roller system to accommodate palletized cargo being transported to various destinations. Additionally, they are responsible for all passengers on board and the rigging of their seats, as well as ensuring all flight crew are supplied with their yellow bag containing additional extreme cold weather gear. Administratively, the Loadmasters are in charge of the completion of aircraft weight and balance charts on each individual flight. The Loadmasters are trained to be familiar with all aircraft systems and oversee aircraft integrity before, during, and after every flight. Everyone everyone in the helo department is incorporated into all aspects of helo maintenance. Specifically, the individual ratings of AT, AE, AM,